Yo, what's up? It's Isaac. Just to let you know, this video you're about to watch was recorded 2 weeks ago, prior to its release, on Tuesday. So, saying that there's been new Venom and Null stuff that came out, but basically we got most of it right in this video. Like we're gonna get Null in Spider-Man 4, and he might be in Avengers Doomsday. So that's basically we covered it. We got it right. Yeah, but we couldn't get it out sooner because of Hurricane Helene. Because me and Logan are in Western North Carolina. So if you know, you know. Yeah, but thank you for the love on Joker. Did not expect that. Thank you. Yeah, enjoy. All right, what's up, you nerd people? Welcome back to What the Nerd with Isaac and
Oh, I
Logan.
thought you were gonna say I was gonna go. That's me. All right, I'm here.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah. We're still don't have the camera, but we're
Oh,
working on it, bud.
I
Right?
am. I'm working on it. I'm
All
working
right.
on it.
Yeah. All right. So episode 2, we are talking all Venom and Spider-Man 4. This is our
hmm
big Venom stuff because the trailer just dropped like a week ago, and
Oh boy.
I am
All right.
pumped. I'm so excited for it
So
now.
I said in the first episode
Yeah.
when we talked a little bit of Venom, I said that I was cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna get
You're
into that.
cautiously optimistic. I am full in on this movie right now.
He is all in. He's
I am all
excited
in.
for it. I'm excited for it, but I am cautious. So
I think for this, it's fantastic. Well, Venom, because it comes out like in a couple months. So
comes out in a month and 5 days.
I can't wait to go back home and do that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm at college, so like
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
he's in a dorm. I'm at
I'm in a
home.
dorm. We're at a dorm. We're chilling. We're we're just chilling, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So continue.
All right. So my big thing about Venom 3 is that they are introducing Null,
Mhm.
which has been somebody that people that you know that not everybody but a lot of people have been asking for a while.
That's what we
because
thought. That was
Null,
the theories going into this movie. It was like, are we gonna get Null? And then
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Sony pulled a Sony and blew their load way too quick and showed them in the preview, which is
See,
like,
I think it's
why?
good that they're showing it in the preview.
Yeah.
My only potential issue with Null being in this movie is that it is the third of a trilogy.
okay,
Right, so this isn't going to be the last that we see of Tom Hardy's Venom, but it is going to be the last of his movies.
Mhm.
So he'll have other appearances, but we're not getting a Venom 4 as of right now.
no,
And the biggest thing with that is that them doing Null so close to Doomsday and Secret War, I don't think that's going to clash well, because Null is a multiversal villain. He
yeah,
is
he is the only. There's only one Null.
There's
It's
only
not
one
like
Null.
Galactus. It's not like Doctor Doom where there's multiple. There's only one Null.
At least that's the theory. I don't know if that is true in the comics, but
Mhm.
based on what we know about the multiversal hive mind,
Yes,
I would
the hive
imagine
mind.
that in the MCU there is only one Null. And I think that he's either going to get downplayed so bad, or he's going to get nerfed into the
can't.
ground so that Venom and Spider-Man can defeat him. And I don't like that, because
No,
Null
you
is
can't-
a
you can't
Venom.
nerf Null.
Null is a villain almost higher up than Thanos. Like he is a
It
big
depends what Thanos we're
deal.
talking about, because like King Thanos kills everybody, so it's
true,
not
true.
like
But if we're talking
MCU Thanos. Definitely, in my
MCU Thanos,
in my
he is-
opinion, definitely.
he's a huge villain, and I
Mhm.
don't like that they're bringing him in at the end of a trilogy so close to basically rewriting and rebooting everything.
Yeah. What do you
I
think?
don't like that.
Just basic. What's gonna be the plot for this movie? So we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I think is that
I'm just looking
Null-
up character names so I know the actors.
So I think that first off, I want to say something. Everybody thinks that the scene in the first trailer where they kind of bag the little piece of Venom symbiote
Yes,
in
it
that
got
bar,
me. It got me.
that's not the MCU.
No.
I want to make that very clear. I think that Venom is just spawning other symbiotes because we do see a lot of other symbiotes. And they could do something like Insomniac did, where the Insomniac Venom in Spider-Man 2 spawned the other symbiotes. They spawned Scream.
Oh, really? I don't
Yeah.
play the game. I'm Xbox, so.
Yeah, he's an Xbox guy. But yeah, so Venom spawned a whole bunch of different symbiote minions. So I think that's what they may be doing here.
So you fight Venom in that game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In that game, he is a pure villain, voiced by the one, the only Tony Todd. Fantastic.
Nice
It's
guy.
my favorite superhero video game
Yeah.
ever.
Have you played the Deadpool one?
Tops the charts. I have not.
It's a clusterfuck, dude.
I've seen some clips. I have seen some clips. It definitely seems like that. But
Yeah. All right. So the plot. So yeah, it's
yeah.
not the 616 universe. It's a different universe.
No.
One thing, or it's Venom universe.
Yeah. So getting back on track because I got sidetracked there. Everybody, I've seen a lot of people say that it's the MCU. It's not. It's Venom universe. I think Venom's just spawning more symbiotes. So what I think is happening is I think that Null, because he is kind of the center of this hive mind, he felt it or he knew when Venom and Eddie
Merged.
traveled multiverses, and I think he wants that. I think that's why he's going after Venom, and I think that's who sends the xenophages, which are the symbiotes
that we see on the plane,
natural predators. Yeah, that's the thing that attacks them on the plane. Those are called xenophages.
It's not a xenomorph. That's alien.
Yes,
so
different thing. I don't think these things have acid blood or an internal mouth.
Yes.
It
looks
nor do they chest burst, and it does look it looks awesome.
I hope that we get multiple.
I think I think we're gonna get a lot of them because when it shows Null, he's kind of in this domain with a lot of different xenophages and what looks like a bunch of symbiotes that remind me of the ashen bodies of the Jedi and Sith on Malachor.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Is the kind of frozen in time.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna jump in. I'm
All
just gonna say, what do we think? Sony did this. Marvel did this. We have the guy. I can't. What was his name in Doctor Strange?
Baron Mordo.
Baron Mordo. He's in this movie, but it's not him. It's a different guy.
Right.
They did it. They did a recast, or not recasting, but just moved him into Sony, which is fine. That was the first thing that people saw in the first trailer. It was like, oh, that's the guy in Doctor Strange. Why is he in this? But it's a whole different thing. I think, is he gonna try he's trying to kill his symbiotes, right? Not trying to help at all.
So no, I think he's going after Venom, and I think it's because of Toxin. Because Toxin is in this movie. We see the detective who in the comics gets the Toxin symbiote, and they have him contained in a lab, and we hear him speak. And I think that Null is trying to get the humans who already don't like the symbiotes to help him hunt down Venom and Eddie, and I think he's communicating through maybe Toxin or maybe through some other means. So I think that those people, that task force knows
that have symbiotes in the containers.
Right. I think that
do we get a name for them?
I think I don't know. I don't think so. I think Scream is rumored to be in this movie. Lasher is brought up because there was a very green looking symbiote. People thought that might have been Toxin, but that is a really big deviation from how
before this movie, everybody watching, including me, has to refresh on all the symbiotes. So we got to do that before this movie. We got to do our homework, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm a big Spider-Man guy. I know a lot of the symbiotes. So but not to brag or anything.
No,
We
it's fine.
gotta dust off the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they know that Eddie and Venom are a threat to their world, and I think that they're trying to help hunt him down and kill him.
Yes.
Which
Wow.
we hear
At the same time, Noel's trying to kill him.
right.
So
I
we
think,
got two people going.
I think it's gonna be
after
like a joint
and Eddie
partnership
Brock.
kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think that they're gonna be
Wow.
working not necessarily together, but kind of
Oh.
like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I don't think he's gonna know. Oh no, he has to know because the Venom, because there's all other symbiotes with, and they're communicating. Are you saying they're communicating just like the blobs are communicating?
No. I think that Null is maybe communicating through Toxin, who has a host,
Oh, okay.
which is the Detective Mulligan. I think
Is that the
his name.
guy in the like the cell?
Yeah,
In the- in
yeah.
the- okay,
that was the
okay.
dude in
All
the
right.
cell that we see kind of like rush forward towards the glass. I think that
All right.
he might be communicating through Detective Mulligan and Toxin, who we got teased at the end of Let There Be Carnage.
Mhm.
And I think that that's how they know.
I gotta rewatch
Because
that movie.
we hear a lot of people hate it. I like it.
I
Okay,
saw
it
it
has
for like the
problems.
first time on TV, which did not do it justice. But like, what is it on Hulu?
No, it's on Disney Plus, I think.
It's,
Yeah, because the original Venom is. I don't know. Let There Be Carnage may not be on there, but I know Venom is. So it wouldn't surprise me if it is on there as well.
I'm looking
So-
right now. Keep spewing. I want to talk
Yeah.
at the end of the for the end of the movie, but are we still in the middle part?
Yeah. Right now we're
Yep.
just getting like a plot basis. So,
Okay.
and we do hear Null speaking, and he basically says that the world will die if Venom and Eddie continue to live,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
which has sparked some speculation that Venom, instead of dying, him
That's
and
on
Eddie.
Netflix. Oh,
Is it on Netflix?
next year.
Oh. Anyways, it's sparking speculation that
Sorry.
instead of dying, no, you're fine. You're fine. That instead of dying, they will just simply move over to the MCU, or
yes, which
maybe
is
maybe by the end of that movie,
Mhm.
we see Battle World created, and that's how Venom kind
That
of escapes
is-
that.
that is crazy. That is a lot. If we
That
see
is a
Battle
lot.
World at the end of Venom 3: The Last Dance,
Well,
That's-
I don't think that we're gonna see Battle World as in like all of it. I think that if we do get anything like that, it'll just be like kind of how it was whenever he transported realities, except it'll be a lot more sudden. And
I
I think
think-
he's just gonna
okay.
wake up
in Battle
and
World.
in Battle World. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of it,
Okay.
but I think I think he will wake up in Battle World instead of dying or something like that.
I was looking at the wrong movie. That's why. I don't know what it's on. It's not even on Disney Plus. Okay, no, but here's what I think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have Null come to the Sony universe where Venom is at the end, and I think they're gonna transfer into the 616, and that leads us into Spider-Man 4. What do we think? I think because what we know is in that universe. Do you think he's still gonna have his sword? He has to have his sword, right?
See, that's weird because we've already seen the Necro Sword.
With Gore.
or technically All Black, the Necro Sword. That's the name of it. And
Yeah.
we did see that in Love and Thunder, and it was also destroyed in that movie. Now I can't remember, but a part of me wants to say that after it was destroyed, it kind of shriveled up.
Okay.
And
Yeah, no, it's
disintegrated.
not in that universe. So I think he's just gonna have it. No, he can't have it because there's only one sword. So what is he? But I think he's gonna go into 616. That's my main point. And
Yeah.
that's gonna be the main bad guy, which is so weird for Spider-Man 4. Because
Maybe that'll be why he wants to get into 616 to reclaim his god-killing weapon.
yes,
But then again, we never saw how he lost it. So
Yeah.
how the Necro Sword ends up in the mainline MCU 616.
let's
we have
hope.
no
I just
idea.
thought, let's hope they don't pull a Sony because we know Sony's not the only thing good is Spider-Man animated stuff. So Miles Morales. Let's hope they just don't be like, oh, he has the sword now. and just don't explain it. So,
See,
but
they could do that, but they could make it. I'm gonna
kind of want an
I'm,
explanation a little bit.
I'm gonna throw a theory out there. What if Venom 3 takes place before, canonically, timeline-wise, before
Thor: Love and Thunder. No,
And then-
because Thor: Love and Thunder came out like 5 years ago. No,
No,
3 years ago.
it's 2022, I think, or 2023. It's recent.
Oh,
But I think
like, I feel
that
like it's
could
too
be,
long.
I feel like that could be the explanation for how the Necro Sword could end up in the MCU, is if in some way, shape, or form, when they're fighting Venom, when Null is fighting Venom, maybe he disarms them and the sword slips through universes, and that's how it ends up. I would rather them not do that. I think that the best way to do that would just be to have no Necro Sword.
Yes, and the thing is, if my theory comes true and he goes into the 616 with Tom Hardy, I mean not Tom Hardy, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, we're gonna get him fighting Doom, because for Spider-Man 4, which we don't know when it comes out, it might come out before. It doesn't matter when it comes out. He's gonna be fighting Null, which is like in the big bad, and then Doom, and then Doom again. So it depends where it is on the timeline, but it's just a lot for Spider-Man. But I kind of want Null in the 616.
I think that Null is definitely, he could be a key player in 616, but I think that
because in the comics, when he goes to 616, he covers the whole entire Earth in symbiotes, and it's so cool. So
I don't think that they're going to do that. I think that introducing Null into the MCU at this point would be a bad idea, because
you don't think
they're
he'd be good
about
with Doom in
they're about to reboot, because that's what it's heading towards. It's heading towards a reboot after Secret Wars. So I think if we
get Null and Doom in Secret Wars, and not Galactus, and Galactus. I'm just saying, I want big bads. I
want Null to have his time to shine. I don't want him to go into the MCU and then
Spider-Man 4.
Well, yeah, but that's still one movie, or well, technically two if you include Venom, is not enough for Null. Null is a huge villain in the comics and in other media, and I think it would be a massive disservice. Now, something that I've thought of just now is that what if Null doesn't have the Necro Sword, and then because he doesn't have his signature weapon, he is less powerful weaker than he would be normally, and then maybe that's how they could explain Venom and Eddie, not necessarily beating him, but surviving Null. And then, again, Spider-Man 4, which is rumored to have Venom and Null in it.
Yes.
They could then use that to explain how Spider-Man is able to defeat Null.
Is he defeating him in Spider-Man 4?
I don't want him to.
No, I don't want him. I
would rather.
In a perfect world, we get Null working with Doctor Doom. Has that ever happened before?
I don't know. I don't think it would, though. I think that Null is. I think, if anything, Null would underestimate Doom. Because Null is literally a god.
Yes.
Doom is not, until he turns into God Emperor Doom.
So we get God Emperor Doom and Null. I'm just spewing, dude.
I think that if we see Null and Doom fight, or if we see Null and Doom in general, I think they're gonna clash.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be awesome, but if Null and Doom fight, I want Null to have his sword.
Yes.
So I think if
we don't know how he's gonna get there. That's the main.
Right.
That's leaving us with a question. He's not gonna get in Venom 3. You don't think?
Well, here's something else that I'm gonna throw out there. What if when the Necro Sword is destroyed, it returns to where it came?
Really?
So maybe after it got destroyed by Mjolnir and Jane Foster, it just kind of shows back up for Null, and he kind of reforges it, and maybe we'll still see the cracks in the blade, kind of like the
That'd be so dope.
kind of I feel bad, I forget what it's called in like Japan. And
Oh, what they
Thrawn-
did with Thrawn? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we get kind of that same
With black
vibe
instead of gold.
yeah, with like the black, and then we see like the cracks still in the blade. We could get something like that.
Yes.
That's how they could explain that being in there. I've done a lot of talking,
No, you're
a
good,
lot
bro.
more than you, so I'm gonna
No,
hand this over
I'm-
to you, and I'm gonna
I'm
let
just gonna go-
you give your thoughts.
I'm gonna go Spider-Man 4, because I think he's gonna be in Spider-Man 4. I don't know about
Right.
you, but in Spider-Man 4, besides Noel, we're gonna get Spider-Man in the Venom suit. That's what we've been rumored. That's what we want to see, because that's pretty cool. We need to see something better than what we did with Tobey Maguire, which was just funny as fuck, and it was just like, yeah, cool.
I think you mean Bully Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, yes, definitely. Yeah, so the symbiote that's left on 616 is gonna merge. This is just a theory that I got. Is gonna merge with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, making him. It's gonna be so weird seeing Tom Holland as like a egotistical
Well,
bag,
we've already seen him kind of embrace his darker side with Green Goblin in No
yes.
Way Home.
Yes.
I want to see more of that.
yeah,
I love seeing, like, I've always thought, how powerful could Spider-Man be if he just stopped holding back,
yeah. And
and
where
he
do
just
we think?
straight up went all out?
Do we think? Because I don't. Do we know? We don't know a lot about Spider-Man 4. We just know he's gonna be a big part in Secret Wars and Doomsday and stuff. Like, we think he could be a core.
I think
core
he's going to
being.
be a lead role.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he is
Definitely.
a lead role. He's the new Tom Holland, in my opinion, is their RDJ right now.
Yeah.
He's what they got. So when is he gonna get it? Is it gonna be at the beginning of the movie, so we get a full movie with him with the Venom with the symbiote, or is it gonna be at the end and it goes into him having it in Secret Wars or Doomsday whenever Spider-Man 4 comes out, or whatever part of the timeline it is?
If he does get it in Spider-Man 4, I think he's going to get it.
You don't think he's gonna get it? I think he's like definitely.
I don't
gonna get
think that he's going to get it at the beginning of the movie. If he does get it, I would rather him not get it in Spider-Man 4, because I liked my theory about Doom kind of temporarily killing off Spider-Man, and
Yes.
then the symbiote resurrects him, because we've seen that happen before in I gave the example of Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac. Now they could do something like they could do it where Doom just
The only
simply
thing with that
separates
is-
him from the symbiote.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish, but I got something
Go
to
for
say
it.
about that. Yeah, the only thing about that is they already killed off him in Infinity War. So
Well,
like,
no, but they didn't. He just got snapped. I'm talking.
I know,
like,
but
dead.
it's like, dead, but you're just gonna bring him back. So is he really dead? So like,
deader than he was in Infinity.
yeah, that is
I think
true, but
the only good way to structure that, if he did have the symbiote, would obviously be, RDJ gets the symbiote off of him, and then it
Doctor
comes,
Doom.
Yeah. Doom separates Peter and the symbiote, and then steals Peter's life force to, go against the Beyonders, or just straight up steal it to become God Emperor Doom, and then the symbiote latches back on.
Are you saying we're getting Venom Doctor Doom?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, not at all. Let me be clear. I think that if it does happen like you think, and he does get the symbiote in Spider-Man 4,
Because I think in Spider-Man 4 we're gonna have. This is my hope. Because we could get Molecule Man, because Molecule Man is like a Spider-Man villain. Am I correct on that? I gotta do my
I thought it
research.
was a hero. I don't know much about Molecule Man either,
Yes.
so I can't fact check you on that one.
Okay, but
See-
hold on. But my theory is we're gonna get Tom Hardy working, because we already figured out Tom Hardy Venom. Venom is like a good guy. Like
Right.
So it's
Right.
gonna be him working with Spider-Man to beat Null. That would be what we think.
I like that. I'm gonna throw something else out there. I think that him having the symbiote in Spider-Man 4 could work really well if
Mm-mm.
if
Is he a bad guy?
Spider-Man 4 takes place in between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Because I really want him to get the symbiote. I don't want him to initially fight Doctor Doom with the symbiote. I want him to fight Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah,
just
finish. I
straight
got
up.
something on Molly in. So
I want him to fight Doctor Doom with no symbiote. I want him to get his ass kicked, and then I want him to get the symbiote, and the symbiote not only makes him stronger, but kind of pushes all of those emotions to the forefront, and just he's gonna be.
you don't think he would get his ass kicked by Null and then he gets the symbiote suit? We could do it both ways.
I mean, I think he is gonna get his ass kicked by Null, if I'm being
Yes.
honest. I think that
I
if
feel
he
like-
fights Null without the symbiote, he's getting whooped 100%. Now, I think that if he fights Null with the symbiote, he would stand a better chance. But I do think that we're gonna see him get absolutely bodied.
With if Null's not the main bad guy in Spider-Man 4, it could be Molecule because I'm looking. He's a former member of Doctor Doom's army of superhuman criminals.
Also,
So
he is a bad guy.
He is a bad guy, and
Oh,
in the first Secret Wars. So
okay.
yeah, so it could be him. If it is him, that's fine. They're just gonna have to tease him. They're gonna have to tell us it's him, because like with Cassandra Nova with Deadpool and Wolverine, like a lot of people didn't know who she was, and they did a okay job of telling people who she is and stuff like before the movie came out. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I thought Molecule Man was a hero of some sort for some reason, but
no.
they could play that. He could show up in Spider-Man.
Became the most powerful. Whoa. The most powerful being in existence? The Molecule Man? This is the first time I've looked it up.
See, I remember something being said about that, and that's why he's the kill switch for every universe, because he is insanely powerful.
Yeah. Him, I'm gonna go. Him and Franklin Richards would be insane. Like going against each other. Because Franklin can like control universes and stuff. And he
Right.
can like turn off universes, which is okay. Venom, we're back. Cool.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you think he's gonna be in where is Venom after this movie?
I think he is going to show up in Spider-Man 4.
Mhm.
And then I think we're going to see him in Secret Wars. I don't know if we're going to see him in Doomsday. But I think we're for sure going to see Tom Hardy reprise his role as Venom or as Eddie Brock and Venom in Secret Wars.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna be in. You think it's gonna be funny because Spider-Man's gonna get the suit and Venom's gonna be like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And he's gonna be like, yep. So, Secret Wars with Venom, or is he dying in this movie?
I don't think he's going to die. I don't think he's going to die because
It is the last dance, though.
It is. I think if he does die, it's going to be in Secret Wars.
Okay. With
I don't-
that, yeah, no, yeah.
I think by last dance, they mean that it's going to be their last dance in that universe. If that makes sense. Like, I think that they're going to jump ship from that universe,
Mhm.
and that's where Last Dance is going to come in.
Okay.
But
yes.
I would be very surprised if they killed Tom
Venom.
Hardy's Eddie and Venom. in this
What if they do that? Do that. Have we seen Eddie Brock in the 616?
No, I to my knowledge, I don't think that we have heard the name Eddie Brock be mentioned in 616.
Spider-Man 4, we introduced Eddie Brock as. Do you want it to be Tom Holland? If that is, I'm just thinking off the dome right now. Theories that
Eddie Brock as Tom Holland?
no, as Tom Hardy. It's so
Tom
hard.
Hardy?
those
Okay.
are like in the 616. Would you like the same actor, or do you want a different guy? If that works.
See, I love Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock.
Mhm.
By the way, Tom Hardy did such a good job as Eddie Brock. I did not know that he was British.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Because
British.
I saw him in The Bike Riders, which is just like a dope movie with Austin Butler and him, and he's like,
He does an
Have you
amazing
seen him?
American accent.
yeah. Have you seen him in Inception?
No.
He's got the same like, I don't know what it is. It's Chicago act. It's not Chicago, but it's not British whatsoever.
Yeah. Like that really surprised me. I
Mm-hmm.
I saw a TikTok and he was reading like a children's bedtime story and I was like, this man's British?
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. I don't think if they kill him in Last Dance, I don't want him to have the same role.
Mhm.
I think that would kind of, because what's the point in killing off
Tom Hardy,
of-
if you're just gonna
of-
bring him back.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So if they go that route, I would rather them
Because Venom's got to be in Secret Wars. He can't die. Like
no.
the symbiote's got to be. If it's not Tom Hardy, it's got to be somebody else. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Do you agree with that
Right.
or no?
See, I think that there's going to be a Venom in Secret Wars if they kill off Tom Hardy and Venom in this movie. Then
Oh, it
I
could be
think,
multiple Venoms, but not the main Venom.
yeah, yeah. I think
The
that
main symbiote.
I think
which is
that
Venom.
if Tom Hardy's Venom dies, then we're
Mhm.
gonna get another Venom in the form of the MCU Venom that was left behind.
Okay. All right. To wrap it up, that you just heard us on what will happen to Venom. I want to refresh on our Null. What do we think is happening with Null after this movie?
After this movie, I think he's gonna come back. I would be hard pressed to believe that they're gonna kill him
Okay.
in either of these movies. I think at worst he's gonna get his ass handed to him, and he's gonna retreat
By Venom?
by. I don't think he's gonna get beat by Venom. I think if he does
What
get
if we-
defeated by anybody other than Doctor Doom, it's gonna be Spider-Man and Venom together. I don't think
Yeah, that's
that
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
I
So
don't
that's
think
what
that
I'm
Eddie
saying.
and
He's
Venom
gonna
can-
be in Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I don't think that Eddie and Venom can beat Null on their own.
No. And do you think the symbiotes that are in the tubes are gonna work against? No, because it's just gonna be the Scream trying to get.
Well, no. There was a handful of symbiotes. I just don't know any other names other than Scream and Lasher to throw out
Oh,
as
so but the
potential
group that
symbiotes.
they're gonna be in, do you think they're not gonna help them?
I think that initially they might
Mhm.
help to hunt Eddie and Venom, but okay. The line from the movie is, I think, and I may be wrong, that the symbiotes were running from something, and that something is obviously Null.
Yes.
So I think that they may initially help hunt down Venom, but I think that we're going to see a pivot. And I think that maybe instead of just Eddie and Venom, it's going to be Eddie, Venom, and all of those other symbiotes that go up against Null. And then
Which
maybe
would be dope. Oh my god.
Maybe that's how they defeat
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Oh, that would suck though, because it's just gonna be Null in one movie.
See, but I don't think that they're
It's-
going to kill him. I think he's just going to be defeated, and I think he's
Okay.
going to retreat. But I would very much be displeased if they killed Null because of how big of a character he is.
Yeah. No, so I'm saying he's going in with Eddie Brock when I think it's gonna be, I don't know, an incursion. Just like in Marvels, the people who saw Marvels, the very few of you, the die-hard fans, did you see Marvels?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I watched it on Disney Plus. I did not go to
Oh,
theaters.
oh,
to
it's
watch
on Disney Plus. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Probably way cooler because it was kind of weird in the Marvels. But they're gonna Eddie Brock and Null are going into the 616 to fight to lead into Spider-Man 4. That's what I got.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna back you on that. Except I don't think that Null is gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
I think that just Eddie and Venom are gonna come through. They're gonna warn Spider-Man because I think Null is still gonna be after them. And I think that that's going to set up the conflict is that Null is hunting both of them.
And that
Or-
leads
or
into
just
Secret
Venom.
Wars?
I think,
Are we getting a 3-hour Secret Wars movie?
I hope so. Because
Yeah.
Secret Wars is a big comic just to fit into like a 2-hour movie.
No.
I think
go-
we're getting
yeah.
a 3-hour sequel.
Which I'm down for.
I am 100% down for it.
Because
I
it
will
was
say-
Infinity or Endgame 3-1?
Endgame, yeah, I think Endgame was 3 and then some. Let me check.
Okay.
But I'm fairly certain it was 3 hours long.
Okay.
So I think that
Yeah.
they're either
So
going
he's
to-
not. So the only thing different between yours and mine is Noel isn't going to be in Spider-Man 4. Is that what we were saying?
No, I don't think he's gonna pass into the MCU.
Okay.
I think that that Null is going to stay behind in Eddie's universe, and then he's gonna come in during Spider-Man 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Endgame is just over 3 hours. 3 hours, 5 minutes.
I think
So,
we're getting a 3:30.
I'll back you on that. I think 3:30.
Which I'm down for. I don't.
I'm
if it's
100%.
yeah, we'll talk Secret Wars. I don't know, but we'll do full Secret Wars once we get more stuff. But
Yeah, there's not
yeah.
a lot on Secret Wars that's available right now.
yeah. All right. So Venom. Did I convince you that it's gonna be dope or no?
I think it's going to be a good movie regardless. But I'm
Yeah.
just the only thing that I'm iffy on is Null's inclusion in that movie.
Yeah. And I think Sony's gonna pay their dues and actually make a good villain. So, did you watch Madam Web?
I did not. And I
Good.
will not.
Yeah.
It's
dude. He was supposed to be so good, and he was not good at all.
No.
So
Trust me. I've seen the reviews, I've seen the breakdowns.
uh,
It is not Madam Web in time.
shout out
up in
Sydney
here.
Sweeney, by the way. The only thing good about that movie.
All right.
All right. On that note, we're gonna end it for episode
We're-
2. That was
We're going to
Huh?
wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
folks.
our Venom stuff. We'll probably, if we get more stuff, that's the thing with this podcast.
We'll do an we'll do an
We'll update
update
it.
if more stuff for Venom comes out, and I think we're gonna get like one more trailer.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've got less than a minute left in this
Yes.
call, so
Yes.
thank
All
you
right.
all so much
So-
for listening or watching, wherever you are. Like
Yes.
it, subscribe,
share.
comment. If you don't like it, dislike it. Let us know what
Just-
we can do better.
Yes.
We'll see
Comment.
you all
Yes.
next time.
Next week. Let's go.
Peace.